What is going on, guys? Today you might be wondering, where is Brazil in FC24? So if you go into kickoff, as you'd imagine, if you go into internationals, you should see a lot of the international teams. But unfortunately this year, they don't have Brazil. One of the biggest teams in the world, and probably in history of football, and they don't have them in the game. It is what it is, and most definitely there's not a lot we can do about it, but we have got the Brazilian League in FC24, I believe. We've got a few teams or a few players, but realistically there is only one way that you could actually semi-sort this out, and yes, it is because most of the Brazilian national players do play for different leagues in different countries. So there is only one way to sort this, and unfortunately it's not the greatest. You can't unfortunately have the badge, the kits. That is now irrelevant until EA decide to renew the license with them. But if you was to go and edit transfer, not the transfer sheet, the transfer teams, you can go to club transfers. So this will affect necessarily the clubs that they play for, but if you wanted to play with them for any sort of reason, if you wanted to do like a kickoff match with a Brazilian team, the only way that you can do this is if you go into, say, if we go into the Saudi League to go and pick Neymar up, he plays for Al Hilal. So what you want to do is you'll go here, and then what we'll do is we'll pick a random team going. So say if we go into, we'll go into an Argentinian team. No, we won't go into an Argentinian team. We'll go to an Australian team. Say we think we're never going to play with Sydney. What I would do from there is go and pick up all of the Brazilian players, go and put all of the Australian Sydney players into the free transfer and swap them over. So as we go, we'll go back into the Australian League. What I would do is I'd go to Sydney, and then all I do with their players that they've got at the moment is change them over to a free agent. And you just have to do that until obviously you've got no more players that you could put in there, so you have to just keep swapping them around. The more players that you put in, the more that you can actually get rid of, and I just do that way. So pick your best Brazilian players. So if we go into England, we think, oh, Arsenal have got Jesus and Martinelli, would go and change them, and we can change them into the Australian League. Again, it is not necessarily the massive fix, but if you want to specifically play with a Brazilian team, that is the only way at the moment that you can actually do it until a new license has been agreed with Brazil, and I don't think that's happening this year. Let me know if it's helped, and let me know, did you know Brazil was missing?